Hey Guru Nation, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, it's theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you very much for watching. Go to Snapchat, go to Instagram, follow me there. You don't want to miss out. I post like real things going on every day in the clinical research world and in my world in particular as it relates to clinical research and also as it relates to everything else. So today's video comes from actually a conversation I had with a monitor, and someone else I know recently has had a similar conversation with their monitor. So it's very important for you research clinic owners, coordinators, principal investigators out there to understand that your relationship with your CRA is critical for your success, not only for that protocol, but for future protocols. So let me give you an example. Way too many, I'm hearing like horror stories from CRAs that some of their sites don't treat them well, they lock them in rooms, they literally have to like use this intercom to be let out of the room, which is a little, actually very weird, could be illegal. There's like multiple fire code violations, but whatever the case may be. Like other stories are when monitors request logs or forms, the site will give them excuses as to why they can't provide those for them, or the study's closed out, so I'm not going to give you that. Like just going out of their way to be jerks to the monitors. And like the stories go on, and I hope that most sites, most coordinators, they don't treat their CRAs this way. I mean, I know at my sites, I know at our client sites, they actually have a good relationships with their CRAs. And sometimes, by the way, I'm on your side, research site owners. Like that's how I started. I've been doing this since 2005 as a site owner, as a study coordinator, as a site director. You know, I've had my share of monitors that were jerks also, right? So yes, you have to draw the line somewhere, and yeah, you can be nice, go out of your way to be nice to them, but if they're not reciprocating, then obviously if they're going to act like a jerk, you need to do something. And I've done videos on that before where you should probably reach out to the project manager or find a way to resolve the issue, or maybe get your PI involved, have them have a conversation. I've been through that, but for the most part, most monitors are really good. They're just trying to do their job. They might be stressed out too. I mean, it's very stressful being a monitor. I've never actually been a monitor. However, I may land a contract here pretty soon, part-time. So I'll get a little taste of that, even though it's not the full sampling of what a monitor has to deal with. But I'm gonna see how much pressure they're really under, and this helps you gain some empathy for them. So let me just tell you, like when a monitor is requesting something from you, for the most part, right, like 80%, I love the 80-20 rule. 80% of monitors are just trying to do their jobs. They're not trying to be jerks. If they're making requests / sometimes seem like demands to you, the study coordinator or the research site owner, whatever the case may be, just know that they're probably getting those same requests / demands from their superiors, right? And so they're pretty much just a messenger at that point. So here's why it makes good business sense. Forget about just being a good human being and treating people the way you want to be treated. It makes good business sense for you, the research site owner, to have a good relationship with your monitor, okay? They can recommend you for future studies. They can kind of give you some advice as to what the sponsor is thinking of doing with your site. If you're a problem site, if you have a lot of protocol deviations, if you're not recruiting well enough, or if you're not meeting certain timelines or objectives that you said you were going to meet when you filled out your feasibility survey and what you told them at the site selection visit. Like if you have the monitor in your corner, and I've had this happen to me personally many times, the monitors will actually go to bat for you if they like you, and they'll like you if you treat them well. I mean, funny how that works. I've had this happen so many times. We've avoided some issues where if we didn't have such a good working relationship with the monitor, I'm pretty sure these issues would have been escalated to the sponsor. Like, this is just the truth, okay? So it pays, especially if you're brand new, okay? Brand new site, you tell your monitor, hey, I'm brand new, you might need to do some hand holding here, but I will work my tail off to make sure that I follow the protocol, I follow GCP, and then I'm here to learn from you. And sometimes you'll get a jerk, so that's just bad luck, but most of the time you won't, okay? Like I said, 80% of monitors are not coming to your site to be a jerk, right? Now, some of them might be a little more jaded, they might be more stressed out at the time, they might have had bad experiences of their own with sites, and by default, they're throwing you into the same category. So it's going to be up to you to show them that that's not the way you operate, right? Now, sometimes there's nothing you can do. You just get a jerk, and that's the end of it. But for the most part, like I said, 80%, and again, it's very much anecdotal evidence, 80% of the time, they're just doing their job. They're trying to help you. You should not go out of your way to be a jerk to them. Use it as a learning opportunity. Use it as a marketing opportunity. Get more studies for yourself. Monitors can recommend you for future studies. All right, that's huge. All right, we've had many sponsors ask our monitors, right, if we should be given another study from the sponsor, because the sponsor doesn't know. Yeah, they see the numbers, they see the enrollment, but if you're an average site, you know, in a crowded market, they don't necessarily need you, but if the monitor puts in a good word for you, that could be the difference between whether you get another study from that sponsor or not. And also, like I said, monitors have their ear to the sponsor. They have better understanding of the sponsor's thought process. They're involved in meetings with the sponsor and with their CRO, project managers, where they talk about enrollment numbers and, you know, sites need to start screening because there's only a week or two left. Like, it literally pays off if you get this information from them. And you're not going to get it if you're a jerk to the monitor, right? In fact, if you're a jerk to them, they're going to go out of their way to be a jerk to you and not help you out. It's just human nature, okay? So it pays to be friendly with your monitor, have a good working relationship, and yeah, just treat them how you would want to be treated, okay? Thank you very much, Guru Nation. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.